about this. If you're testing a food sensitivity test, it's an allergy test. But are there ways with which you react to food that's not allergic? And the answer is ding, 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 ding. In fact, how many of your symptoms, even chronic pains related to low iron, low B12, low vitamin D, low thyroid, low hormones? A ton as a result of either elimination diets that takes out a lot of food or test results erroneously misunderstood by doctors being presented to you as fact when they're fiction. How many of you guys had a test and was told that unless you ate everything on that list, those test results are inaccurate? And to
Yes.
me, that's another problem. The providers don't even understand what's the accurate way to test. You don't have to eat all those things for that test to be accurate at all. Hi, I'm Maggie Yu, and I'm a functional and holistic medicine physician and the creator of the Transform and Transform Protocol. If you're interested in learning what are the root causes of all chronic disease, go ahead and click the link in the description where I have a power pack 30-minute training that goes over what are the 5 pillars of Transform. Go ahead, click the link, and I'll see you in that training. In fact, if I went and I ate let's say I have like 6 things I have a problem with. If some doctor told me I had to eat all 6 of those things in order for the test to be accurate, I probably would have had a near death experience 5 times, right?
Oh,
It's that is not true. And this actually is interesting is, for example, chestnut. I have had so many people, and chestnut is a nut, and nuts can be super allergenic. And so I've had so many people who've never seen a chestnut, never gone near a chestnut, never ate one a day in their life, but the test comes back positive, actually. That's how accurate the test is. You don't ever have even had to eat it
but it
to
knows.
positive, and it is truly a positive. It's not a fake.
Don't try testing it out because it may not end well. It's your if Dr. Maggie's saying it's a positive, you don't want to test that. Okay, fascinating about the false positives. Now, what about false negatives?
But this goes to something interesting. It's about what are the ways with which you can react to food that's not allergic. Think about
Ah,
this. If you're testing a food sensitivity test, it's an allergy test. But are there ways with which you react to food that's not allergic? And the answer is ding, 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 ding. In fact, I'm going to go out there to tell you, and I'm going to ask alumni to jump in. At least 50% of the symptoms you have, whatever it is, has not that's reacting to food, has nothing to do with being allergic to the food, and in fact has everything to do with digestion.
it's we're
Digestion.
seeing look at Lisa's comment. It couldn't have been more perfect popped up. She had taken out cruciferous veggies because they upset her stomach, but she wanted to get them in for hormone balancing and for general health. With proper digestive support, she can eat them again.
Well, and she could have easily, I'm wondering how many people assume that if you ate a food and you had an upset stomach, that it was only allergy. So what happens is that a lot of people will take these allergy test results, and if an item's negative, they assume I don't have any reaction to it. I can eat it again. What if you can't digest the sugar that's in cruciferous vegetables and it's a digestion problem, but not an allergy problem? Makes a big difference because if you have what I call galactose deficiency, which means you lack the enzyme to digest the sugar that's in cruciferous vegetables or beans, all you have to do once you realize that is take Beano with it and you can eat it, no problem, right? So
The
that's not
whole the
even a
whole world
false
is opened
negative.
up.
That's not even a false negative. That's truly a negative on the allergy test, but truly a positive in a digestion problem that we helped you and your kids identify. So it opens up the world and what you can and can't eat. This is about understanding it's not just about food, allergies, or sensitivity. There's a whole lot. 50% of the problems is because of a lack of training and education around digestion.
Well, and I think you blew my mind and probably others when you said 50% of reactions can be
Yeah.
attributable to digestion. That is from your experience. The big percentage.
Yeah. And interestingly, people are already asking, Sarah is asking, is this a blood spot test? So, it kind of wraps around to why are we talking about this? Well, we've been talking about food mapping for 6 years. Okay. And I created the food mapping system, but it was always a part of the Transform program, meaning that we have a program, Transform program, where it includes everything, including food, hormones, digestion, nutrient deficiency, all this. We have a program that included all of it, and food mapping was in it. And for the first time in 6 years, and we heard you. People have been asking us, can we have the food mapping system as a standalone program? And the answer is, for the first time, yes. We are introducing, and I'll have someone pop up on the screen, just the QR code, just so that people can hop on and check out, the information about it. But we have my food mapping masterclass where, you know what? Yes, you absolutely get accurate testing. So we send out a test kit, and yes, it is a blood spot test kit that you do. Number two is that these quadrants that we're talking about, it's a system, right? So when you look, the data point on the right, the orange, is the data. You absolutely need the data, but it's only one quarter of this problem. What you're seeing on the left are the other pieces that I really want to hone in. When I say 50% of your reactions is related to digestion, look at that green section on the upper left hand corner. Digestion is just huge, but your doctors and you have very little to no training around digestion. And think about this. I would say most of the people we work with, and I'm going to have those people type it in chat, how many alumni, before they even got their food mapping data, was already having at least 50% relief of their symptoms because they learned about digestion, they started to support the digestion, and they learned how to troubleshoot their digestion. So they were already getting relief of at least half their symptoms. Type it in chat, right? And we're not talking just about gut symptoms. How many people with mast cell, histamine intolerance, POTS, chronic fatigue, autoimmune disease was already improving 50% of their symptoms before they even got their data from the test. So this is way more than a test. Food mapping system is not food sensitivity testing. It includes it, but it's about everything here that you're seeing. But it's like digestion is a big deal, it's not a little deal. And the education you need is a master's degree level of education around digestion, because doctors are not getting it. Doctors don't get any training in digestion. The amount of training they get in digestion, when I was going through medical school, I got probably less than an hour on it. And then when I went through functional medicine training, that was when I got a couple hours of it, right? So think about that, right? And Debbie Newberg is saying, yeah, in 2 weeks after starting digestive, she started to see massive improvement, right?
Lisa said the
Right.
same thing. 2 weeks in, I saw improvement.
I want to underscore, like, people get focused on food sensitivity testing and what's the right test, which test, best test. And I'm telling you something very important right now. You got to take a note on this point. And the point is that most of the testing you've gotten and you will get are crap. And even if you got the right test, the providers that you're working with don't understand the idiosyncrasies of the data or digestion in order to accurately give you results. That's going to generate the outcome that you want, which is, for me, like, you need freedom from food trauma, right? But they're just not trained in putting together both the data, the digestion. To learn more about the food mapping system and my food mapping masterclass, click the link above or below this video.